clear skies over Petco Park in San Diego. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 San Diego Padres.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Drew Pomeranz gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, guys, the first thoughts about Kemp are what he can do with the bat at the plate, but he's not bad in the field either. Doesn't have the speed to play center field efficiently, but he's got a power arm and will get his fair share of outfield assists.
Chase Utley heads for the box.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now that'll be a...
With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Clayton Kershaw is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he was really solid, close to 20 wins. This year, I expect a lot of the same.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
John Jay comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Hernandez moves over, 1 down.
Batting second, left fielder.
Striding into the box, Melvin Upton Jr. As he'll get his result, it's 0-2. Got him.
Let's check out that pitching sequence right here. There's not a whole lot to it. He gets him started with good morning. And there's good afternoon. And here it is, good night. 3-pitch strikeout, and you're not going to get him much easier than that.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, the key for him on the mound will be keeping that ball down in the strike zone. He's got a good 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing in the San Diego first. Will go to the second downtown, scoreless. Will Myers strides into the box at bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Let's analyze this swing on swing track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball and try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
Standing in now, Yonhervis Solarte, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike one.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Catcher Derek Norris is in, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? Changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Another beautiful day here in San Diego as we get a look at La Jolla Cove, and we're all set to begin the top of the third from Petco. Kike Hernandez will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning. Hit down the third base line. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little.
Out number 2. So it's back to the top of the order now, and making his way in is the second. Lined hard toward right center. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit.
Trying to change the eye level there. After the fastball up, they come right.
Adam Rosales will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away.
Batting 8, the shortstop.
So 1 away in the inning now for Alexi Ramirez.
And 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Back goes Peterson. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A solo home run for Alexi Ramirez. And the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Just their first hit of the game, but boy, they made it a doozy. That may be his first mistake of the afternoon, and it's going to cost him.
Stepping in now, Drew Pomeranz.
Pitcher.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Gone. Back-to-back homers. solo shot here to left as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
And that's already 2 home runs he's coughed up here in the first 2 and the 3rd innings. He's not fooling anybody out there, and they just keep pouring it on.
Junior.
At the plate, Melvin Upton Jr. He'll look to bounce back after struggling 2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 3 innings complete. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Yasiel Puig stands in. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Jock Peterson. He got called out of first offering. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And Kemp's going to need to play this off the wall now. The relay throw, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
And these guys can strike quickly. Just when it looked like they weren't going to do much here in the inning, they come through with hits on back-to-back.
High and deep to left center field. Upton looking up. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center, and it's given the Dodgers a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
The catcher, number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Hit hard up the middle. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
The batter, number 20.
At the plate, Clayton Kershaw. He struck out while trying to lay down a bunt last time.
And I'm still not sure why they had him trying to bunt with 2 strikes. I'm just not a big fan of doing that.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swinging a liner back through the box. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Strike. Matt Kemp is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they
got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Baseman.
Yohannes Solarte in now. He went down looking at it, but a called strike, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail 3-2. Corey Seager come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Rosales ranges to his right. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Justin Turner will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Upton Jr. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and it's going to give the Dodgers a 4-2 lead.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Adrian.
Here's Adrian now. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike one. Couple of righties starting to lose. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. From the stretch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through for a hit.
Now batting, the center
Jock
fielder,
Peterson will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. In now, Alexi Ramirez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Kershaw gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Hernandez looks up, a leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Ryan Buckner is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Ryan Buckner.
Yasmani Grandal will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right. On the ground up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. The pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
He's set, and the pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. To second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
The second baseman, number 26, Chase Utley.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th, and making his way in is 1-1. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Solo shot that time from Chase Utley. And it's now 5-3.
Well, so much for getting a shutdown inning. He'd gotten 2/3 of the way home, but then he makes a big mistake here, and that ball is going to wind up well over the wall.
Take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. John Jay will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far. We'll do it again. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. All right, folks, montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Into the box now, Melvin Upton Jr. as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike one.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what?
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Wow, he's been like a cat with 9 lives out there. Normally, when you give up 3 home runs, you're going to be in big trouble. But luckily, they've been solo homers, so it's kept them in the ballgame.
Matt Kemp stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change. Now, living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here at Petco Park, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Brad Hand is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Brad Hand. The right fielder, number 66.
One away now for the free swinging right fielder Yasiel Puig. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled to the left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Will Myers will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Now batting,
Yonhervis Solarte will dig in, took a cold third. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Derek Norris will dig in for the third time now. He's right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
1. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Padres leave 1. They're still down 5-3. Clayton Kershaw comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
It's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games. And big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Justin Turner is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th.
Turner.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, look at Alexi to first. Not in time.
Oh, love the effort, though.
Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. Carlos Villanueva will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Number 23, Carlos Villanueva. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 12, Christian Betancourt.
Has it, 2 gone.
So much for being in trouble out there. He gets the first 2 outs on only 4 pitches, so he may just stick
on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
With one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately,
swing and a hard liner to center field. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 74, Kenley Jansen.
Leading off the inning, Melvin Upton Jr. And they'll need him to get. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. He comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Matt Kemp will stand
Stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Belted high in the air out to left. Hernandez ranging back. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
First baseman, number 4.
Will Myers makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Jansen comes set. First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Peterson ranging back. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. So a big moment here, and standing in, Yonhervis Solarte. Strike here. Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. And he is out at the plate, trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
and a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Clayton Kershaw. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The games finally count, and he comes out on opening day and turns in a great performance. Now, that's how you want to get your season started.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 5-3. So long from San Diego.